Well, happy Tuesday morning to you, everyone, and welcome back to Morning Musings. It's so great to be back with you, and it's good for you to be here. I truly, truly appreciate it. Hey, taking a break from our series on the nature of the kingdom, we'll get back to that. But some while ago, I took note of the fact that on the Jim Bakker show, John Shorey predicted. He said the Lord had shown him that the Great Tribulation would begin in March of 2016. Okay, today is March the 29th, 2016. And no Great Tribulation. Now, you need to take note of something here. He's not alone in making such false predictions. YouTube has one video after another, one prediction after another, that the Great Tribulation, which means, of course, that the abomination of desolation should already have been put in place. But YouTube and Facebook are absolutely full of predictions that the Great Tribulation was to begin this month. Now, let me reiterate this. This is critical. For the Great Tribulation to have begun this month, the abomination of desolation had to have already been in place. In Matthew chapter 24, Jesus undeniably placed the abomination of desolation before the Great Tribulation. So for John Shorey, or for any number of YouTube so-called prophets or Bible teachers to say and to predict that the Great Tribulation was to begin this month, they have to be able to identify the abomination of desolation. Oh, setting where? In the holy place. Where's the holy place? In Israel. And yet not one of them can even begin to identify the abomination of desolation. You know, I had someone contact me just recently and say, oh, well, look what happened in China recently. And I want to say this as kindly as possible. Folks, you cannot get the abomination of desolation and you cannot get the Great Tribulation outside of the confines of Israel. Jesus was not talking about events in China. He wasn't talking about events in North America or South America or Russia. He said, when you see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. The holy place is not in China or Russia or America. It is absolutely critical to understand that these false teachers like John Shorey and Jim Bakker and Hal Lindsey and any number of the others are absolutely taking the Bible out of its historical context. And when they do that, it does nothing but frighten good people. It does nothing but bring shame on the very name of Christ as the Muslims, as the Jews, as the atheists point once again, over and over and over again, at these so-called Christian leaders who repeatedly make these false claims. Did you know that it is easy to prove that the Great Tribulation occurred in the first century? Look at this. Revelation chapter 7 and Revelation chapter 14 foretold the salvation of the 144,000 out of the 12 tribes of Israel. So here's the salvation of Israel, right? In Revelation 14, John was asked, as he viewed those 144,000, who are these? And John said, well, I don't know, you tell me, speaking to the angel. And the angel said, these are those who are the first fruit. Now I want you to catch the power of that. Who are the first fruit of those redeemed to God from man. Point number one, they are of Israel. They're out of the 12 tribes. Point number 2, they are the first fruit of those redeemed to God through Christ. What does first fruit mean? It means they were the first Jews converted to Christ. And by the way, Revelation chapter 7 says they came out of the Great Tribulation. So the very first generation of Jewish Christians would experience the Great Tribulation. When was the first generation of Jewish Christians? All you got to do is start with Acts chapter 2, and you know who that was. And you know it was 2,000 years ago. Folks, look. The 144,000 would experience the Great Tribulation. They were the first generation of Jewish Christians. That means the Great Tribulation was 2,000 years ago. I developed this and a whole lot more in my little book, Blast from the Past. Go to my website. Hey, if you haven't seen my newly redone website, eschatology.org, Alan Morton has done a fantastic job redesigning that, and my appreciation to him for that. But go to eschatology.org, BibleProphecy.com, and order the book, Blast from the Past. You will be absolutely amazed how easy it is to see for yourself. The Great Tribulation was in the first century. Okay, we've got more on the nature of the kingdom, and we'll have that on the flip side.